Hey, what's up, everybody? This is TwitchLens.tv. We're live. It's me. It's Pete. We're here. We're rocking this.
Hey, yo.
We got a lot to talk about tonight. Aside from the fact that our new episode is coming out so soon, and it's going to be so sick, and we love it so much that it's just going to be ridiculous. So, moving on to some of the topics tonight. First of all, we're brought to you by the Bridgewater Triangle on Facebook. Thank you guys once again. We're here. We're doing this. We're sticking to the agreements, and we're making this happen.
Not only that, we're going to be here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. sharp,
Yep.
7 Central. Check us out.
Yep. And it's a new time, too. So some of you guys saw us on Tuesdays. Now we're here on Wednesdays. And we're going to be producing either the live broadcast that you see now every Wednesday or one of our full-length episodes that you would normally see on something like TV, the way it would look, kind of. That was stupid, but no, seriously, we got it's a great, man. We're plugging away, as you can see. If you go through the live series, this is episode 6. We are banging them out. We're making things happen. We're feeling good about it, and there's just a lot of craziness going on here. So you can find this live section on twistedlens.tv live. We'll plug that. Bam. And you can find it there on your smartphone, your tablet, your desktop. You'll find us there. It's going to be fantastic. So look, we're doing this. We're still doing the prize giveaway. Some of you guys don't know what that is. So we are literally giving away thousands of dollars this next 2 seasons with merchandise, cash, all kinds of things.
T-shirts.
And we have this concept where we're kind of having these words in a phrase, and the phrase eventually makes up a phrase. Those of you who get the winning phrase obviously wins the prizes. We're giving away cash cards. We're giving away cash themselves. Like I said, we're giving away merchandise. So this first official one, we did do a keyword in one of the last episodes. It's actually in one of the videos. We'll link that up right here. And of course, every time we do a keyword like we're doing tonight, we're gonna not only talk about it, but link up all the videos that had the keywords before. That way you can view them all at one place and just try and figure out the phrase. So with all that said, we are dropping the second keyword tonight, but we're not going to tell you what it is.
You got to watch the episode first.
Yeah, that's true. So, but there are some rules to that. So obviously there's a lot that we're talking about when it came to this, that we know we have to make sure it's clear for you guys to understand how to win, where to win, why to win, and all that kind of stuff. So obviously you have to be 18 for sure. You must like our Facebook fan page. If you're not liking us, Facebook.com/twistedlens.tv, you can't really participate in this because we need you to interact with us on Facebook to make this happen. So it's not that we're trying to be whores and try to get you to like us, even though you fucking should. But
Facebook is a necessary
evil, really
unfortunately. Yeah. We use it as one of the mediums to get to you. Yep. YouTube also. Plus we have our own website, twistedlens.tv.
Absolutely. Just knows what's going on.
Not only that, but I want to tell them there's a hint to this phrase, so you can win.
Yes.
You can win the prize quicker if it's in one of the videos. Yep. This phrase was already said in one of the videos.
Yep.
And if you find it and post it to our Facebook page, is that how you want to do it? Okay.
Yep.
Post it to our Facebook page, you will win the $25 gift card.
Before even the phrase is totally done without the video. So you can either win it by watching the videos, or you can find this phrase somewhere throughout our videos, whether it's on Twitter, our website, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. If you find it, you throw it down, you can win it. Other than this one guy who actually guessed it even on the first keyword.
Good.
We did send him off a $25 gift card as well for just being badass and doing it off the first word.
That's pretty good off of one word.
So because it was the first time we did it, though, that's why we're sending it off to him. That's the only reason why. We normally wouldn't do that. In fact, one of the rules is definitely as the phrases are being told on these phrases. Sometimes it'll be two, 3 words in length, but we won't give away what the phrase is until all the keywords have gone out throughout the videos. Now, it could be in a photo, it could be in a video, it could be in a live broadcast, but again, we'll link it all up and make it easier for you guys to win. What else it was there? That it was an important thing, I think. I think we got to be. There was something else, man. I don't want to give it too much airtime here, but that's right. So obviously, you'll be able to. You need to be able to give us your mailing address. So once you think you got the phrase, and we've had all 3 videos out, you post it to our Facebook fan page, and that's how we'll know that you knew the phrase. But you still have to give us your mailing address so we can mail this stuff to you, which you can private message us through the fan page. Again, Facebook at Twisted Lens TV. We'll plug that bam, and that's how we'll send it to you. But we are in the process of manufacturing a better process, a more formal registration way of guessing the keywords, giving us your information over secure socket layer, all that kind of stuff. Even though Facebook is also secure, however, it'd be more secure if we had our own way of registration here. So with all that said, I think we have some topics we want to talk about. So look, I have this thing that's been pissing me off about the Flight 370. Here's my all right. So it vanishes out of nowhere. All right.
Yes.
We found almost every single plane that's ever. Well, that's not true. There's been plenty of Bermuda Triangle flights and all those things where we don't find the planes. But in a lot of these commercial flight situations, we generally know if a plane crashes, we find it in the water, we do all that kind of stuff. So here's this plane that just disappears off a radar. Here's the crazier part. The black box radios were shut down, but the GPS tracking of this plane was still going on for an additional 4 hours after it allegedly went missing. Here's the crazier part. This friggin' plane, once it went off radar, it then traveled a diagonal from where it was, thousands of miles across at like Mach 8. Okay, back.
Can a commercial airliner even go that fast?
No. So what does that tell you? That means that there is some influence with the flight that says boom. Because what we would have found it, dude. We've had submarines, we've had radar, sonar, we've had jets, we've had planes, we've had millions of dollars. A tremendous amount of pissed off people about their lost families. You know, God rest your soul, whatever religion you have there.
I've heard speculation. Some people think it got hijacked and landed on an island somewhere and hidden, and all the people are hostages. I don't know. I mean, there's many.
They're trying to say, but they're trying to say that the guy was. He should have been a psych evaluated, the pilot. That's all bullshit. That's what the airliners are throwing out there, dude. That's the reality of it, man. There's nothing around here that we know of that can travel Mach 8, other than the space shuttle, which I don't even think can do that, right? What's Mach 8? It's Mach 1 is the speed of sound, right?
Which is like 200 miles an hour. So.
No fucking way, dude. It's like 1,200 miles an hour.
You sure about that?
Breaking the sound barrier? I think so, right? Well, maybe you guys can answer that for us. Drop a comment in the section below. As this airs here, what do you think? You know,
I don't know. I just saw a thing on it, and it showed a fighter plane breaking the sound barrier, and all the water vapor around it. It was an awesome.
Okay, yeah.
It said 200 miles an hour, but maybe they missed a 1. You know, you never know. But, so I don't know for sure what the mile per hour is on the speed of sound. I should know that.
You know, it's funny that we always forget to tell everyone this. You can actually because we're live. You can interact with us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We are kind of monitoring these feeds. Now, there is a chat through Google Hangouts that you can use. I guess we can enable it, but we're not really. The thing with this, the Twisted Lens channel is, you know, we have over 100,000 views over on our old thejamesjuggshow.tv channel. This is a new channel. This is something that we're starting to build up now. And unfortunately for most brands, when you go to rebuild stuff, you got to painfully start from the beginning again. So we don't really have a lot of connections on Google Hangouts here. I guess I can enable a chat. There's a chat. Oh, let me see if I can do that at least.
Yeah, why not?
Can I do that? Right, so there's a chat. So if you ever want to throw something out to us or disagree with us, speaking of which, I got this other story that I got to tell you either off air or on air about the other night. This kid, I just want to tell you the story here. It's funny. But with all that said, you can comment, you can talk to us, you can ask us questions, whether we're doing it live or you make a post or a comment a week later after the live episode has been done. We'll definitely take a look at it and respond to you if we can. That's for sure.
Okay, what about
hold on, there's something else I want to tell you. So what do you think about Lars?
Lars, yes. Lars Ulrich came out and said, what did he say? He didn't do any of the music they made was not for the fans. It was for their own personal gratification.
Yeah, right. Like he was pretty much saying, you know, we're not out to please the fans here to do what we do. Then how else do you sell your records, you penis?
Yeah, millions of copies of albums. And I mean, we were fans of them back in the day. And
well, as soon as they went past the Black Album, you know, one of the articles, in fact, I think I have this Metal Rock News, so I think the source was Metal Rock or something like that, saying increasingly in our career, absolutes don't play a role. The minute we have a conversation about what does the fans want, we stop ourselves because it's lost cause.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Dick Face. If you put 20 Metallica fans around this table, they're going to tell you 20 different things. Look, I kind of agree with that in the sense that I get it, but then he moves on to saying something like, he's not going to lose sleep over, the decisions they made. It's like, dude, look, if you're talking about having these decisions while you're falling asleep, you are guilty of fucking treason against metal, you piece of shit. Like, I don't even know how you can sit here and think and talk to your fans like that. It's like, look, dude, after the Black Album, they just sucked. They went with the how music was going. They didn't stick to it. The only thing I can give them credit for is like, look, they went through it. They risked it all to do it, because if you look at all the bands now, like the bands we film, like Slayer, Down, unfortunately for them, like they're not really kind of jumping up there these days. Right?
Well, yeah, we're all getting older. But speaking of Down and Phil Anselmo, he recently came out and said how he thought Load was a horrible album, and Reload for that matter. And
I concur, bro.
They were commercially pretty big. I guess all the older or the die-hard Metallica fans that was still with them at that point, loved those albums. I wasn't still with them at that point personally, but
yeah, when I was 11, dude, was like the first time I heard One, which was badass. One was a badass tune.
It's a good album.
And that's Justice for All. There's Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All,
Master of Puppets.
Master of Puppets.
Great album.
It was all badass stuff, dude. Those were the days, dude. We did some crazy.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of crazy stuff that we would ever do. So what about this Ebola? Who would you cough on segment here that you thought was a fun thing? I thought it was great. I mean, I guess you want to run with this, or?
Well, here's the deal, folks. I'm sure everyone's heard about it. It's in the news. Ebola is now within the continental United States. There's a guy in Texas who has it. He got off a plane from Liberia.
It's horrifying.
They said he didn't know he had it. The CDC is saying don't get into a panic about this.
It's ridiculous. When they brought those two doctors over from Africa, they brought them. They magically have some cure for them, which is like non-existent, right? They bring them over in a situation where that we have no way to handle an epidemic, like Walking Dead shit. Had something have gone awry in Atlanta. It's kind of funny how they went to Atlanta, because Walking Dead is actually based out of Atlanta.
Well, the CDC's headquarters in Atlanta too.
Yeah, and so was the CDC in Walking Dead. So that was a little creepy that they used that whole area just for any of that. But with all that said, it's like, dude, that's a horrifying sickness, dude.
I know. I would, believe me. You don't want to get Ebola.
Who would you cough on?
Well, I don't know if we should get into that on live
TV. I think for me, I think I would cough on the risk takers in this whole thing. I mean, obviously there must be some kind of cough. It's now based on what I've heard, Ebola doesn't spread like airborne like you would think. I guess it's really, you have to really be kind of exchanging fluids, getting blood on you.
Yes, bodily fluids.
I still kind of don't believe that. I mean, you would think someone who's that sick with Ebola, these fucking bleeding out of every orifice of your body, you would think that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, lesions, God only knows.
Yeah, dude, that's awful.
Your insides are just boiling inside you and bleeding. You're hemorrhaging everywhere.
Yeah, dude, that's some nasty stuff. I mean, I would cough on the guys who would risk all their lives trying to test some of these new things. That's what I would do. The doctors who were doing it. I mean, I get it. They're there to protect us from these god-awful viruses, but what are they doing risking the population right now, given how crazy shit is? Like, I get it's in Africa, but it's like those guys are like, they're raiding some of these. Did you hear about that?
What's that?
They raided one of these death camps, essentially, that these people were dying from Ebola in. And they raided it because they didn't think that Ebola existed. They thought it was bullshit. They came in, they ransacked the hospital. Like 15 hospital beds were taken out with blood coming all over them. It's like, Jesus Christ.
I did hear about that. That's crazy. That's because they're not educated enough to realize what's going on over there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They think it's all voodoo.
Yeah,
basically.
Right.
They think the doctors are bringing the disease in.
Yeah, well,
they're there to help them.
Well, I can kind of see how. Well, I can see how it's coming from Africa, but I can see how the European influence had something to do with it way back when. I mean, we were getting it from somewhere. We found it from some kind of strain of tree or monkey.
I think they believe that Russia was trying to develop. I think Russia came up with Ebola during the Cold War. Yeah.
Well, they're thinking it's coming from bats. I think too. I think I heard something like that.
Green monkey. Oh no, that was AIDS.
So answer the question, man. Who would you cough on if you had Ebola?
Honestly, Rosie O'Donnell. I just think she's annoying.
Oh man, that's fucking awesome. Should we give the keyword now?
Sure. Yeah. So. Yes.
So obviously we're not going to say the first one because they have to go check it out.
Right. If you want the first one, you got to go.
It's actually in Redneck. The first one's in Redneck Canon. So the first keyword of the phrase is in Redneck Canon. We'll plug that right here and we'll link it up in the description. So that's the first word. Do you want to say the second word? Or do you want me to say the second word?
Okay, I can say it if you like. The second word in the phrase is going to be everyone's favorite word, fuck.
There you go. Fuck is the second word of the key phrase. Cash prize giveaway. Make it happen. Take a note of it.
This whole phrase is already in one of our videos. If you can find it, post it on our...
Yeah, that's right. You know, actually, they have to post a video. So wherever they find it, they have to post that video on the page to win it.
That's an even better idea.
Okay.
You guys get that? You have to find the video where this phrase is said, is one of our vids.
Yep.
Post it to our wall, and you can win.
Dude, this is going to be really fun, dude. And for me, nothing's funner than being able to give away stuff and do stuff. And as the merchandise comes in and all that kind of stuff, I think that's even going to be funner. Because you know me, I always want to go to like shows and stuff and like throw them out to like hot chicks and stuff like that. Like, here you go, just have one.
Bumper stickers.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Koozies, whatever.
Yep. So we're definitely going to do that. We're definitely going to do that. There was something else too, right?
Was there
Lars? There was Ebola, Flight 370. We are releasing. Well, we're actually not just releasing the first episode. I should have told you. So we're not just releasing the first episode, but we actually have several of them back to back that we're releasing. So this is really getting kind of fun where we get to stay interactive every week, but we get through, you know, the things we talk about, the things we've done, we've had it, it's filmed. So we get to plug it, post it, like it, move it. Oh, well, that's another thing too. I made a post last night talking about this live broadcast, right? And it reached over 150 people on Facebook just in that one, like 15 minutes of posting it. But there's no likes, no comments, no any of that shit. And I highly recommend that you motherfuckers who watch us, who are seeing us right now, you better start liking, thumb up in on YouTube, tweeting. Like, come on, man, spread it around, dude. Like, we've done a lot to be out here for you guys. I think it's time to start, you know, sharing us around. But
give us some love, man. It's painful to do this.
They gave us the love with the James W Show on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, they're always liking, sharing. Thank you.
We can transfer that love over to Twisted Lens.
Yeah. No,
we feel a lot better about
it. Yeah. Right. Is that it, Pat, or what? Was there something else? Episodes. You have to be 18. Must like our page. Watch and listen for the keywords. We're gonna link them all up. Yeah, dude. Flight 370, Ebola, Lars, Ulrich. You suck, by the way, dude. And
tell us how we suck because we don't have episode 1 out yet.
Yeah, right. You can tell us that too. No, we are actually waiting on some things, but we do have to throw the ball into our court here. We did step away to do a client thing that actually chewed up some of our time, so we shouldn't have put the client first. But this show has to run somehow.
Yeah, we're not Lars Ulrich, right?
Yeah, right. Right. So I think that's it, guys. We're good to go here, man. It's been great. We love you guys, and don't forget that we just told you the second keyword, and we're gonna make it happen.
Remember, folks, it ain't a crime until you get caught.